Hi, guys. This is Rosalind, your host from Culture M. Today, I have two guesses. I'm so excited for these two guesses because they say this is gonna be the best podcast, so we're gonna do that. So, you can introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Kate. I'm Caitlin Hirst, yeah, and I'm from England. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Suzy Hernandez, and I'm from the United States.
Okay. So, what do you guys can tell me about your life, your history?
Okay, so my dad is from Mexico, my mom's from the United States, but they're both mixed with a lot of different things. Like my mom's half Austrian, and then my dad's like a quarter French and a whole bunch of other things. So
Yeah,
You
my
can be-
my family's just English. Yeah,
That's it.
Lovely.
just English. Yes.
That can be because you are in Europa. It's different when you live in
Yeah.
America. In America, you can have
Different, yeah.
a lot mix.
I agree.
For real.
So, what did you do, guys, in your life?
We're both college athletes. We play here
Yep.
for MacU. We also, in our free time, we volunteer for Young Life,
Yep. They're 6:36 every Sunday. Be there, you know.
Party with a Purpose.
Yes, we love that. We are college students. We have a lot of homework to do.
Yeah, we're both. Well, I'm a business administration ethics. You're
I'm business with sports management.
yeah. So
yeah, I'm looking to be a sports coach. Hopefully, you know what I mean.
period. I am going to graduate early, get my master's, and then hopefully do immigration law. But who knows?
Period.
That's good.
Yes, I hope.
I can give you my future kids to you when you be coach.
Oh, that's so
Your what?
sweet.
My future kids.
Okay, I
For
appreciate
soccer.
that. Thank you, thank you.
Private training and everything.
Private training,
Yeah.
one-on-one sessions. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure. Sign your
You
kids
can
up.
teach them about the accent. You
The
can
accent.
teach the
your
accent.
kids will come to my camp, learn the English accent, and then go back.
When they back to the house, they're gonna say bruv.
They learn how
Bruv.
they learn how to play soccer, football, and now they know bruv. Yeah, for real, for real.
I'll be there. I'll be a guest coach.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, you can do that. So tell me about your country.
My country is great. We have a lot of traditions and culture stuff in our country. Like obviously we have the royal family and we have a prime minister. Like the royal family is our queen, king, and yeah. And then our prime minister is basically the understudy of them, and everything goes through the royal family. And then obviously a big part of our culture is football, which over here they call it soccer, but the Premier League and everything is where everything football related, it all started in England. So that's where you'll see a lot of all of the English people come over here. They all support a Premier League team and we're very ambitious about it. Like Aston Villa, up the Villa, you know what I mean? And then obviously we have completely different food types and everything. Like we like our Sunday roast, beans on toast, chips, our fries and everything. So there's a lot of different very different culture shock when I got here, to be honest, because there's a lot of different things here.
You about your country?
Okay. I mean, I love the United States. Go freedom. I would say culture
That's
wise.
getting cut out, by the way.
No, it's not.
Because
Keep
I
that
could
in.
talk. No, because you threw our tea bags in the harbour.
Because no taxation without representation. Please and
Mate,
thank you.
I'm not that smart to know what taxation representation is.
Basically, quick history lesson right here, guys. So, the colonists came to America. They had to pay these taxes that people in England weren't having to pay. So, they didn't have any representatives from the colonies, like, over in England. And so, we were like, this is not okay. And, we tried to fix it. They didn't want to fix it. So we're like, we're just going to be our own country now. And
So
this is
you
how-
guys, if you wanna know why I have these two here, because I know these two gonna fight for freedom.
For real, because like now, like there's different things. You know what I mean? Like you used to now you call it soccer. There's a lot of stuff that you
Yeah,
copied.
I
you
don't
copied.
understand that.
You copied from our country basically, and then we decided to go our own path. But most of the stuff that are from like was produced in England, and now some of the stuff are here in America.
Okay, I think the only thing
But
is
the freedom
soccer.
is like, yeah, but we don't call it soccer.
I know. I'm saying we change it. We
It's
call it soccer
football. Because
yeah.
it makes sense that it's football.
It does make sense.
It does make sense.
We changed it.
Thank you. I agree that you think it makes sense. Thank you very much. It's one thing we'll agree on for real.
That's probably the only thing.
Appreciate
okay,
it.
back to the United States. Obviously, like our culture, I would say we have a pretty diverse culture because there's no like just Americans. Like there's a lot of immigrants, and I feel like everyone is like you're mixed with something, even if you're Native American or whatever. Like you're not just like American. And like food, obviously we have American food, comfort food, that kind of stuff. But then at the same time, we have almost every other kind of food. It might not be perfectly authentic, but like I feel like we have everything.
A lot of fried food, yeah.
Yeah, we do have a lot of fried food, gravy.
But it's good food though. It tastes good, but then just puts stuff on your body in it, and we don't like the fattiness on the body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of high sugar, high fat,
yeah.
and everything. But overall, yeah, it's all right.
I would say one thing though is we're such a big country. Like I feel like in Europe, and I've heard this from you and other people, like y'all will drive like I drive 8 hours, end up in Houston. I go one state over. Y'all drive 8 hours, you are like 3 countries. You could be like 3 countries over.
We're like, we can literally take an under train to get to like Paris and stuff like that. Like, I could, where here though is really weird because the other day, we went basically. Me and Ro were working.
Okay.
Me and Ro were working for like just to get a bit of money, and our boss, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to the airport. Like, I need to go to the airport." Okay, so we go to the airport. And we was like, "No, we can walk from here." And then so Bray comes and picks us up and takes us to the team meal thing. And Bray was like, I was like, me and Ro can walk back because it's only like 5-minute walk. And they was like, no, I'm going to take you. I was like, okay, you can drop us off and then I'll walk to Onku. She was like, you're not going to walk to Onku. I was like, it's only down the road. Like, Americans, I'm sorry, but they just want to take the car everywhere. Like, me and Ro would walk anywhere. Like, last semester, me and Maria, Scoops, we would literally walk to Crest and Starbucks nearly every day because we're used to it. In England, I walk everywhere. I don't
think
in my country,
the demographic
like that.
is different though.
Yeah.
Because like here, especially Oklahoma, we're a lot more rural. Like it's not very urbanized. Like obviously downtown, like you can walk everywhere. But like I don't know, like
in the towns, you didn't see any people like walking. Just the kids when they come back to the school, and normally they are in the bus. So no, that's not happening a lot.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, like everything, even like, oh, I need to go to Walmart, and it's like a 5-minute drive, but then it's like 2 miles away, and like, it's just kind of inconvenient.
No, but it's still because in my work, when I was working in McDonald's, I walked from my house to my work, and that's like 2 miles away, and I can walk every day like that, or my bike or everything like that. But normally here is not like
it's just
some
cars.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of places too, we don't have sidewalks. Do you know what I mean? Like you're like, I want to walk, but then there's no sidewalks, or like it's highway. I run into interstate.
I think here you don't have any highways, and like crossing the road is kind of hard because you can get done for jaywalking anytime. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the zebra crossings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just different.
Yeah, because it's designed for you to drive. You know what I mean? It's not built for you to walk everywhere.
Yeah, they don't want us.
Obviously, like LA, New York City, Chicago, like big cities like that, you can, but like Oklahoma City we're still pretty rural.
Yeah. It's like towns because that towns is not by another town. You have to go to a jungle for go to another town. It's too far away.
Yeah.
Here you say like 30 minutes. When I drive to my house, I drive 30 minutes to my house here. But in Venezuela, I drive like 10 minutes or less, or I can walk to any place, and it's not going to take me that long.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's because the United States is so big. Everything's so spread out.
Yeah.
I mean, you put the United States over Europe, we're like
big.
We're almost like the same size as Europe.
Yeah.
And that's just our country. That doesn't even include like all of North America.
Okay. you say something. I was like, I don't understand. I know we use that like in English, but more like here in the United States than Europa or England. That y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah, it's funny because we use it for be fun, but I don't understand like why we say like that
Y'all. It's like I'm referring to you
to
people.
everybody.
You all.
Yeah.
Y'all. It's just like country slang. It's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. Yep.
Because I hear that a
Like-
lot here, and she didn't say that. It's like,
Yeah. Y'all ready to go?
You all ready for this?
Y'all want to come with me? Like I'm referring to. If I
Yeah.
say y'all, it's like you all.
Collective, yeah.
Yeah.
oh.
Yep.
I have a question about the kingdom.
Yes.
The kingdom.
the
Put it
kingdom.
the kingdom, the royal family, you mean?
That royal family.
Okay, yes.
Because it's
What is
it's
it called?
interesting. Who the
What
actually
kind of
King Charles?
government is that called though?
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy. Okay. I almost
Yeah.
said patriarchy.
I think so.
It's
it's
really
different.
wrong.
It's different when you have somebody from there than when you saw a TikTok a person talking about the royal family and everything in TikTok, and it's like you just read, but it's not like from somebody from that country who can tell you about that. Like really,
Yeah. It was basically like they're centered in London, and they live in the Buckingham Palace. So if you've ever been to like London, it's a massive, massive palace. Like we have the guards, you see the horses. Like it's a massive attraction for people that actually come over from over the seas to see the Buckingham Palace, and you actually get to see the change of the guards and everything. Like it's a big thing. Like, but the royal family is a big thing because obviously we had the Queen and she passed away, but she did a lot. I think she did a lot for the country, to be honest. But now we have King Charles, and then obviously we have the princes that are coming up, and then when King Charles passes away, then they come up. I mean, it's just obviously they're there to help and try and rule the country, whereas you have the Prime Minister as well that also helps, who lives at 10 Downing Street, by the way. Just saying that. Because you can just search up anywhere and it tells you where they live. Like, that's just the main thing. They live at like 10 Downing Street. And they're an important person in a minute. But I think there's a lot of political stuff going on in England right now that's very, like, not good stuff at the moment. Like, I don't follow the news in England at the moment because I can't keep up with it. Like, I don't really like reading it. Like, it's very confusing. Like, a lot of bad protests and stuff I think are going on, and it's just, I don't keep up with it.
I want to know about you. Like, what do you think about actually King
Charles?
Yeah.
Honest opinion? I don't really. Do you know what? Like, I haven't really. Obviously, my mum and everyone will know a lot more about him, and my grandma and stuff like that. But many people don't like him for the way he comes across and the conspiracy. Yeah, that's how you say it. Conspiracy theories that have erupted from him. But I think he's got a lot of work to do, and obviously you can't judge someone because I don't know him, and like you obviously hear the stories, so you just go off the stories on the internet, what have happened and stuff like that. But obviously, I know the Queen, to me, she did a lot, and she's a really nice lady. Even though I haven't met her, but she seemed like a nice lady. You know what I mean? And then obviously you had like Prince Diana and stuff like that. Like she was a massive like piece of England.
She's an icon.
She's an icon. For real. And obviously with that side of the thing, there's a lot of conspiracy theories going on with that side, what happened there. So it's just a mix of, I think, emotions that everyone in England feels about King Charles and how he comes across as a person to the...
About the princess? Lady D?
Lady D?
Yeah.
You mean Princess Diana?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
I just said that, didn't I?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just the way you referred to her as Lady D.
Lady D.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's not a lady. She's a princess.
She's a
Yeah,
princess.
but like who I know about it, about her, like referred to her is Lady D. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
yeah.
I mean, she was a really nice woman. Like for William and Harry to lose a mother must have been like really hard for them and stuff like that. But obviously they had their grandmother to support them and stuff like that. But obviously now we have King Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys feel about the Olympic Games?
I love them. I mean, as an American, not to brag, but we always come home with the most medals. Usually we always get the most gold.
China was this year that got
We tied.
more medals.
No.
Okay, Kate, 1 second, I'm checking it.
We had the most medals. I think they might have beat us by like
Maybe,
one
but
on gold.
I think it's all about
Gold.
the gold medals, and I think China had it this time.
I think China might have beat us by one. But
Olympic-
we had a total of 126 medals, and China had 91.
How would you say that?
Oh,
like,
no, why
best out.
is that different? No, that's different.
Britain, you did come in third place with 65,
Okay,
followed
I'm
by
proud.
the hosting country, France, with 64. But I just want to emphasize, United States got 126. So,
So all right, we're
Just
better.
for you know.
We're better at soccer anyway. Your USA teams, are
Yeah.
very good.
you guys weren't in the Olympics.
We don't want to be in the Olympics. We were in the Olympics, Great Britain. We don't play soccer. We didn't go to soccer in the Olympics, but we're better at. Well, our women's team is better than your women's team.
I don't know about that.
They're 100%. We beat you in world champions.
In world what?
World champions. The world champions played against each other, England and USA, and we beat you.
That was before we got a new coach.
We beat you though. Yeah, because now you have an English coach, bruv. All right, that's probably why you're being better, because you have Emma Hayes and she's an English coach. She's one of the best English
I love
coach.
this fight. It's
No,
like,
because she doesn't have more tenant because you're
Yeah.
what's her name? Alex Morgan has left.
It doesn't matter. We have Sophia Smith,
Yeah,
Mal
she's all
Pugh,
right. She's all right when she
or Mal Swanson. Sorry.
She's all right. Sophia Smith's actually all right.
I can't talk.
I actually know a girl that's
Oh, my country, my country is not in this
Venezuela.
conversation.
You never know. Venezuela might be playing USA one day or something. You never know. The team could get really good one day and they'll play.
Yeah, Venezuela is really good these last years.
Yeah. No, back to the topic. I do love the Olympics. I think it's so fun getting to see all the different sports, because sometimes I forget about like some of the track and field. Like I never watch track and field. Like the gymnasts blow me away, like literally every time. Like I cannot imagine being
Yeah.
a gymnast. And especially like the United States, our gymnasts are so good. I love watching them. And we always have a lot from OU, which is in Norman, which is where I'm from. So I love watching them. I like watching the triathlons and all those. Those are fun.
Yeah, I think we got a gold from swimming,
Yeah.
diving, and a few other sports.
Yeah.
I think ours is more swimming, and there's another one, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I really was excited during the Olympic Games. We watching in your house
Yeah.
about freedom and Caitlin.
Every time we win a gold medal, I yell freedom. And
There's no point, because it's like it's in the history, you know what I mean? Like it's nothing to do with me, and they just bring it up all the time. I was not born in that century, so you can't keep bringing it up.
no, listen, because
I have nothing to back it up with, because all I know is you threw my bloody tea in the harbour.
yeah, because you were trying
That's
to tax
all I
us
know.
for it.
But
We don't want your
ain't
stupid
me.
tea.
That ain't me. I wasn't born in that era.
Okay, but I'm just saying, because you're like, Britain's so much better at that, because listen,
Because
they were
that's my
winning.
country.
It was
I'm gonna say that.
decathlon.
It is my country.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna say
and that's
it, but-
fine. You were winning the decathlon. Our girl, first time, like I think ever in Olympic history, she comes back and wins gold. Like comes out of nowhere, wins gold. And so I was like, as she's going, I'm like, freedom! I'm like, yes, like I'm cheering her on, because I don't think we've ever gotten a gold in women's decathlon. And this lady was like an accountant like a few years ago and quit her day job and was like, you know what, I'm going to try and make the Olympics, and got gold. So I thought that was like,
I can remember that day because somebody say you don't have freedom. Somebody say
It pisses
that.
me off, to be honest. For real.
What is the most thing you feel like in other countries have to know about your country?
okay, I will say freedom, but not because of that. Listen, because no. Okay, listen
Cut.
no, listen to my
Still.
reasoning, because we do like, I'm not saying I don't think like having a hierarchy is bad by any means, like a form of government, like we do get say in like who's elected, like who we want leading our country. And then I mean we have the three branches of government, the executive, judicial, and legislative, and those like all balance each other out, so the president's never like has too much power. And then like even like you have local elections that you vote, and I mean like you can
but in England they get elected for prime minister.
yeah, but
Like
I'm
we have
saying
to
like
elect for
yeah.
them. Like,
yeah, but like you saw the hierarchy. Like for us, like everyone that's in government like has to get elected. You know what I mean? I feel like, and like even based on the state where you live, like you can live in a red state or you can live in a blue state. And like if you're more Republican, like if you live in a red state, like pretty much all your laws are going to be like that. Like you want to carry a firearm, like you're able to, like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
yeah, that's bad.
I never understand. In high school, they teach me about that,
Mhm.
but I never like really understand how that works. It's like a little confused. And more when you didn't like grow up with that style for the boats and like have that freedom,
Uh-huh.
that freedom. Because one thing is freedom and one thing is have like gun.
Yeah, gun is not giving you
Yeah.
freedom.
Okay,
At
so here's my thing. If you want to be completely like free, like obviously like I think there's some things like obviously like drugs, those kind of things. Like
Yeah,
some people would argue like, oh, if we're completely free, like we'd be able to just like do drugs, you know, that kind of thing. But I think like a big aspect of guns is like self-protection. And like also like I mean a lot of people hunt. I mean Oklahoma is really big, like you go hunting, that kind of thing. But also like you have to think about like in other countries, and I'm gonna use Mexico for an example. The only people that are allowed to have guns is the police. And
yeah,
obviously like there's illegal firearms like with cartels and stuff like that. But I mean a police officer can like pull a gun on you, or you know like a cartel member, you don't have a gun because you're not allowed to, and they can
yeah.
take you in for that kind of thing. Like obviously like here like you shouldn't pull a gun on an officer, but it's also like a self-protection, like because you never know what's gonna happen. Like some people are just crazy, and
Yeah, sometimes you can have some protections. You can have
yeah.
a soft arm, like
Mhm.
shooter, like
Yeah.
not necessarily like the big ones that the
Yeah.
kids have when they go to the high school.
Yeah. Well, see, my thing is I think there should probably be like another step that you have to go
Yeah.
through to be able to own a firearm. But I also think it's really like good to know how to use a firearm.
Yeah,
So a lot of my family
not
like
whole knows is like most like
safety.
control.
Yeah.
I have
Safety.
in safety because
Mhm.
you can know, and what happen if you don't have like that limit for say I can kill this
Uh-huh.
person or I can't kill this
Yeah.
person. It's like
Well, I mean, you could argue the same thing in knives. I mean, in
Yeah.
Europe, you get stabbed. And
oh yeah,
I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, so should we not have knives now either? It's just kind of like give and take, I would say. But I think it, like, I don't really have a problem with it because, like, I don't know, my mom's side of the family, they're from Kansas. We have like a family farm, so we hunt and stuff. I mean, like, we get a lot of our meat and stuff like that from hunting. And like, I had to do like a gun safety course when I was younger, like,
yeah,
know like how to hold a gun, like
yeah.
how to like have your safety on, that kind of thing. And then like what to do like if you're ever in a situation where you need to use one. Because I think it is
It
important.
just scared me.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just
want to
saying,
go
what
back
if-
to your house.
I don't have guns in my house. Neither my
Okay.
parents.
No. When
carry
you have your
firearms.
house, when you already have your house.
I don't know that I would personally carry a gun. Like
Yeah.
it's not for me, but that doesn't make me think like other people shouldn't have one.
Yeah.
I think like it's kind of the same thing. Like you do what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and there shouldn't be any judgment between us.
Yeah. It's like your opinion, my opinion.
Yeah.
That's I can hear your opinion, you can hear mine, and we fine. We're not gonna fight about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But because it's different in us countries.
Yeah.
What do you think about the food here, Caitlin?
Oh.
About United States food.
It's interesting. It's very different. I mean, I don't really like it because it's just all fatty fried food.
You said
Means-
earlier you liked it.
Yeah, but like Olive Garden and like foods that don't always have like fat in them.
Mm.
'Cause everywhere you go, you have fried chicken, chicken fried steak. Like most of it is fried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to be honest. So it's different. It's different. I wish I could eat my English food, to be honest. I miss it.
What is the most fast food you eat in England?
Well, no, we more have like pubs and everything. Like you can go to a pub and you can sit down and eat whatever food you want, or we can go to McDonald's and you can get wraps. You can get like healthier options in McDonald's in England. Like
Yeah, that's
we have-
something different here. When I come
we can't get
here,
healthy
I
stuff in
was
McDonald's.
trying to find a salad in
Mhm.
McDonald's,
Mhm.
and McDonald's here didn't have. I
Yeah.
was completely impressed because it's like, why this
You're, like,
happened here?
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already go to another countries?
I've been to Mexico, yeah.
In Mexico, you never saw the salad in McDonald's?
I didn't go to McDonald's. I don't know that there is a McDonald's where I went to Mexico.
Okay.
I
But
don't know.
if you go outside to
Uh-huh.
another country, ask for a salad. They can give you option of salad. Here, no.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Our McDonald's is just like junk food, basically.
Yeah. It's like fast food, you can go at 1 a.m. when you want to eat something fast.
Yeah.
What do you think about your...
My food?
Yeah.
Like American food? I like it. I mean, I don't know. I think I like a lot of other foods more, but I would say like I've never had English food, but I do like I feel like we season everything
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I hate like bland food. I think it's too like I don't know, like Mexican food.
Yeah.
I always like I have a lot of Mexican food because I'm Mexican. Like everything's seasoned. Like you don't ever eat anything that doesn't have like seasoning or some type of spice or like it's like never bland. So I don't know. That's the only thing because sometimes you describe some of your food, and I know it's kind of more bland. I've had like
My
English
food
coaches
is not bland for real.
because I'd ask what they'd season with,
Yeah.
and they'd say salt.
No, but we put salt and pepper on our stuff, and sometimes we make fajitas as spice and everything on it. But it's just different. Like jacket potato, cheese, and beans. You don't need no season on that. Just a bit of pepper and salt.
Yeah. See, like
Yeah.
That's better.
Mexican food, like you season with all this different stuff, and a lot of American food too. I mean, obviously there's some stuff that you just put
Not
salt
a
and pepper.
lot of the United States food because when my mom worked in the kitchen, normally they have like season with like in butters. They buy butters with a season and they put in the food. That's
Yeah.
different from my country. They was
Well, that's
impressed.
cafeteria food,
Yeah,
so they
But-
don't really season cafeteria food.
Mm.
she was impressed about that and she started like making something different. She tried seasoned with green peppers.
Yeah.
With onions, actually garlic. It's not like
Yeah, that's how
it's
my
everything
parents season food.
natural.
Yeah,
And give something different and
Mhm.
it feel different. It tastes different
yeah.
when you do that.
No, I agree. I don't know. Both my parents season their food like a lot. Like I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever eaten anything. I'm like, oh, this is bland.
I never know about your history, how you come to the United States.
How I come to the United States?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know you have a American family, right?
Yes.
And you have your family in England. So I don't know what is that.
When you're an international student and wanting to come to America to play football, soccer, you have to get an agent and with a company. So when I was in my academy playing soccer, I got noticed by an agent and he started helping me, and then we formed a video and then we sent it off. And then in 2021, I went to Kansas, played at Hutchinson Community College for about 6 months, but it was COVID year, so the year completely didn't count. So I still was eligible to play another 4 years. And then I left because I didn't like it wasn't the place for me. And then the assistant coach of that school, Gonzalo, he left and went to Eastern and became the head coach there. He texted me and was like, do you want to come play for me? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then that was a really good 2 seasons. And then obviously we played last season, we played MacU here, Eastern versus MacU, and then that's where I met Yowzy and my old coach are very good, like they talk a lot. So that's how it happened, how I got to MacU. So yeah.
So you saw that team and you say, I want to be there.
Basically, yeah.
It's like That's a good thing. I want to be
Yeah,
there.
for real. The girls were nice and everything.
I want to be banjo.
Evangel, yeah. Go Evangel.
Let's go all M.
Yes, for real. But yeah.
It's funny because my teacher from Introduction to the Podcast, when they started doing like QR code for put any name for the mascot, he started saying, I want to put Benji to the beer, the new one.
Yeah.
He's like, that looked like a little Benji.
That's funny.
It's funny. What is your favorite like memory?
Or Mac, you?
No, in your life?
Oh, my life. After my little sister was born,
Mhm.
I think that was like probably one of my favorite memories because I remember her coming home from the hospital, and I'm the oldest of four, so I have two other brothers. And I remember, like, I don't remember the oldest one coming home because I was like 2.5. And then, like, Nathan, I kind of remember because I was like 6, but I really remember her because I was the only girl. And I didn't want another sibling, but then I remember she came home and I saw her and I just thought she was so perfect. And I helped decorate her nursery and everything.
Yeah.
So whenever I got to put her in her room, and she was just so cute, and she was like in a little pink blanket. That's like one of my favorite memories because I remember like her coming home and being in her nursery and everything. It was so sweet, and like our family was complete.
That's cute.
That's cute. You're Caitlin?
Oh, okay.
What?
Mac Hughes Got Talent, because that was a lot of work, and
I got, like, really-
everyone put effort into it, and actually being able to persuade Coach to do it, even though we didn't have
Yeah.
to
That was awesome. You did
persuade him that
awesome.
much because he was in
Oh.
it. That was just but we won fan favorite and we won the whole talent show, so I'm very proud of everyone who
Go all in.
participated in that.
My favorite Macu memory so far, it was when we were on our soccer trip to Nebraska and Missouri. I think my favorite memory is when we like walked around Nebraska and we walked on the bridge and stuff, and because it was like the state line of Iowa and Nebraska, and I remember like jumping back and forth, and I thought that was funny, and everyone was doing it, and then we were like singing, and it was funny too because people were passing by us and they were like looking at us because we have like British accents and we have people speaking Spanish, Portuguese, and then like I don't even know, and they were like, everyone's like, what in the world? And I was like, this is normal for us, and it kind of made me have like a realization moment, like, oh my goodness, like our team is like.
I
So
feel
funny.
like we start understanding like other language from that team because
Oh, I do sometimes. I know when people are saying different things in the language. I'm like, yeah, I know what that means.
you know
Yeah.
what is that
For
mean?
real.
Yeah, no, my Spanish has gotten so much better. I think I can almost completely understand everything now whenever someone speaks because I've had to pick
See.
up.
So you actually can understand.
Yeah, I mean, so my dad's side of the family, a lot of them don't speak English, and like we visit them and stuff, and like they always speak to me, and I always understand. But I think one of the harder things here is the different like types of Spanish. Like obviously, like there's guys from like Chile and Bolivia, and their Spanish is really hard for me to understand. And then like European Spanish, like Spain, like I can understand pretty well. I think it's just like kind of the difference. It's different slang.
You
and that
learned
kind of thing.
something from Maria? From
Yeah.
her Spanish?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
I think it's just like the different accents.
No bad words.
The bad words. She learned the bad words. The
Yeah,
other day
I
she
know
she
the bad words in
screamed that.
Portuguese. That's
She
what I know.
screamed that.
For real.
Really big. I was like,
That's
she
just us.
didn't know Spanish, but
Just-
she screamed.
When people teach you a different language, they always tell you the bad words first. It's
True.
That's what they do.
It's very true. That's why I only know bad words in Portuguese. And
For real.
que isso, ve? Shout out to Alana. That was for you.
I can't say that.
Que
That
isso,
girl-
ve?
What?
It's like, what are you doing, bro?
Oh, that's
She
what
thought it
you
was
do?
bad. Que isso, yeah, que isso.
Que isso, ve?
Oh no, yeah.
That's
That's
what
not
she
bad.
thought.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not bad, guys. It means, what are you doing, bro? In Portuguese. That's mean Alana's like,
Cala boca means shut up.
Okay, that's rude.
Que means why.
no, que is what? Porque is why.
Oh, well, que in Portuguese is
Oh,
why.
I thought you were, sorry.
No, I'm doing Portuguese.
Oh.
Portuguese lessons with Caitlin.
Okay.
I could carry on, but the other rest are really bad words.
Okay.
Oi tudo bem means hi, how are you? No, yeah. Leave you that.
Okay, I don't know Portuguese. In Spanish?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
¿Y tú? Bien.
You said, and you? Good.
Et toi? Is it et toi?
What?
Muy bien. I'll just say muy bien instead. I don't know.
That's like saying your day has been very good.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, it has. Comme si, comme ça, you know what I mean?
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Who you guys start playing soccer? Football.
What age?
What
What?
age? Why you start?
Why I started? Okay. I probably started soccer, football when I was probably four. I was gonna say 4 o'clock then. when I was
4 o'clock, innit?
when I was 4, because I grew up with a house of like a lot of boys and stuff like that. It's like me, my mum, my grandma, and then all my uncles, like 5 of them, and my granddad. And yeah, we used to play football in the garden, and yeah, like every single day. So that's how they got into it. Like they all played like semi, so it was good.
Both my parents played soccer. My mom played college soccer here. She played at Rose and UCO and like played competitive and everything. And then after that, her and my dad actually met playing soccer. Because my mom was the manager of like an indoor place here, and that's how she met my dad because he was coaching at the time and kind of playing off and on. And so both my parents are really, really into soccer. I think my dad's probably like the biggest soccer fan I've ever met in my life, genuinely, because that's all we watch. So like when I was little, he was like I had to play soccer, and I actually hated soccer when I started, and I would like cry, and he's like, "No, you have to play." But I mean, it worked out because now I love it, and I'm playing college soccer. And all my siblings, besides one, well, and he did play soccer, but all of us play soccer.
Ballers, to be honest.
We're a soccer family.
Yeah, to be
Yeah,
honest,
no.
they're ballers.
My dad, it was mainly my dad. I think my mom would have been like, if I wanted to do
Nathan's
something
so
else.
good, bro.
Yeah, my younger siblings
Your
are
sister's good as well.
much better than I am
I agree.
already. They do a lot more intense
I'm your
training.
biggest fan over here, bro. They're
Yeah.
insane.
You already
Number
watched them?
15,
15, we're the same number.
her and my sister.
Really?
She's so sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my younger brother's number 10. Used to be number 10, so.
They can be he can be the next Messi.
He is actually named after Messi, if that tells you how big my dad is a soccer fan. My brother's name is Nathan Leonel.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
okay.
he was-
that makes sense.
He was made to be Messi. He's not a soccer, he'd be a very big disappointment.
That's good. Do you know about the new about Liam Payne?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was very sad.
You like One Direction?
Yeah. I think they were kind of little before my time. Like when they were really big, I was still really little.
Yeah.
But I liked all their music and stuff, and I liked them. I was really sad when they split up. I was really sad to hear about his passing.
Who was that experience in England? Because they from United Kingdom, so
They are United Kingdom because that's like all of us grew up listening to all of their music and everything. And it's crazy because October 17th was the biggest day for One Direction streaming music. That's the day he passed away. So One Direction, everyone was streaming his music on that day. That was the biggest like streaming they've ever had, to be honest, because I think that day he brought One Direction back together for that day. And obviously people say now like One Direction was going to have a reunion, but the reunion is going to be the funeral.
yeah,
which is
that's
crazy because
so
he
sad.
had a lot. I think he had a lot of stress behind him and everything. There
Yeah.
was stuff going on in his life and people were just hating on him for certain reasons and stuff. But I think overall, he was one of my favorite in the One Direction. So him and Niall and stuff. But
Love
it's a very English band, and they was like
Yeah.
they were massive for us in England. So it is very for all the fans like in England that is hard.
I feel like they was the fears, not like fears, because we have the Beatles and Rolling Stone and everything, but like
They were a
boy band, like
They were a big one because they started as individuals, just auditioning on what we call Britain's Got Talent. Because you have America's Got Talent, but we have Britain's Got Talent, and they started on there, and then Simon Cowell had the idea of putting them together to see what they'd be together, and then that's how they ended up. They were being together, and now they were One Direction.
Something cute I saw the other day in TikTok was One Direction. It was made from a woman. So Cheryl
Cole.
Yeah, she's the ex from
Liam, yeah.
She was the one who say, no, these guys are good with these guys and this guy.
Yeah, so
and
it was
it
Simon.
was like,
It was Simon and Cheryl's idea, because obviously Cheryl was paying Liam's ex, and they had a baby together called Bo.
yeah,
They had a little kid together, which is sad because now
Yeah.
he has to grow up without a father. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of conspiracy theories going around, like how he passed away and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on the social media.
yeah.
A lot.
Twitter is so bad.
Yeah,
I can't
stuff
go
being-
to Twitter because it's
stuff
so bad.
It's
Everything
been
over there.
released. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that's been
Yeah.
released that shouldn't have been released, but
Like, I don't feel like he needs that. Like, you have to think before you post it, because
yeah,
It's very
if
disrespectful.
you post him like die,
yep,
it's
for
like
real.
that's big because he have a song. It's like,
Mhm. And he's gonna see all of that.
yeah.
When he's
Sooner or
old-
later.
when he's older, yeah.
Yeah.
Still a little
Yeah.
kid right now.
Which one is your favorite?
Okay, well, when I was like little, it was Harry, but I really love Niall. I think Niall might be my favorite.
He's cute.
Yeah.
He's actually
I wouldn't even say like cuteness wise. I would say like personality, like what you see of
Yeah.
their personality. And then I like a lot of his music too. I mean, I love Harry's music too. but
Yeah.
I really love Niall.
you
Watermelon
know
sugar. Yeah.
I have that vinyl. Fine line.
you know Black and White from Nile, the song Black and White. You never hear that? It's cute. I
I
ever
play it right
say
now?
no. Yeah, look it. I feel like in the future I wanna hear that song in
Okay.
my Wendy. It's cute.
That is cute. I like that.
Yeah.
That's very cute. I love that.
Yeah.
I have my wedding playlist picked out as well.
Okay, let's hear your wedding song that you're gonna walk down the aisle to.
Okay, Walk Down the Aisle is still very up in the air because
Yeah.
I think I've got mine.
I saw someone that they did the contemporary walking down and it was so beautiful. So I do love that one.
Yeah.
But I want Lover for sure. I would do my first dance to Lover. I love that song. I'm a big Swiftie though. So I would do I have a lot of Taylor Swift songs that would be on there. Like
Yeah.
That
Shake
one-
it off. Shake it
that
off.
would be my after party. Yeah. I would do
Never
that.
miss a beat.
And I would also do
You don't wanna hear that?
Timeless.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of Taylor Swift songs that I definitely
You can
need.
you can put in your playlist that song you showed us in the cafe the other day. Ariana Grande with
Direct
Espresso.
from Domingo. I'll have
It's so
actually.
good. I can't remove from my head. I hear it.
It's so good.
I have my TikTok with that song. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
I would
It's so
do
good.
to "You Are in Love" by Taylor Swift. One look, dark room, meant just for you. Time moves
So you already have your
too
playlist
fast.
for your Wendy.
I have the majority. I think I know. I would do. There's like certain songs too, like I don't know, like in Spanish that I would really like.
Yeah. You have the playlist. You don't have the husband, the future husband right now.
No, I
So-
I don't.
So you have everything ready. You're just waiting for him.
Yes, I'm waiting for the right guy.
And
Hit
you
me up,
can
guys. Whoever's watching this podcast,
2, 3, 4, 5.
So
you know, find me on Instagram, guys. Just kidding. Sorry, I really just reminded myself of Liv whenever I did this. Find me on Instagram, guys.
Suzy Hernandez.
That's not my
Just
username.
Slide into my DMs. Slide into the DMs.
That's not my username.
She'll be waiting.
Hello, Mr. Right. Okay, sorry. Next question.
Yeah, next question, please. Thank
Please
you.
and
no,
thank
I
you.
want to know about you, about your
Oh.
if you have your list for your Wendy.
I have a list.
Yeah, that song, the
Of
playlist.
men that
I don't have a list for my wedding. You know what? I go with a show.
Man.
I'm planning to. I want a little flash mob. Do like a
I
little
love
flash
that.
mob for my husband. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
Yeah, I have some ideas, but not many. You just have to wait for the right man to come along. You know what I mean?
I
You
agree.
know.
Yep.
You have
Yeah.
to wait. It's gonna be a bloody long time because I'm 23 right now. It's gonna start.
It's okay. I have even longer. I'm 18.
Yes,
so.
you're young though. I should be like near to finding the man.
Not really. I think there's so much pressure about finding the right one. When,
For real,
like,
that
you
people
have,
search more
I
when they
think-
shouldn't have to search.
yes, if it's right, it'll come to you. If it's part of God's plan, like, it's meant for you and it'll come. Do you know what I mean?
Agree.
I think I struggle with this too. I'm like, oh, like, I want a boyfriend or else, da
Mhm.
da da. Like, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And if a man wants to, like, he will. Oh, I took my house quiz today. Guess what house I am?
Hufflepuff.
I am. What's your house?
I'm Gryffindor.
Okay. What's yours? What's your Harry Potter house?
I don't have like one.
You should
I
take
like
the
Harry.
quiz.
I have Harry.
Gryffindor.
I already watched every Harry Potter I like, but I don't have like big
You would
fan.
be a Ravenclaw.
Probably.
What?
I don't know any Ravenclaws though. We were talking about this today.
What?
It's mainly, it says some Slytherin, but it's mainly Gryffindor and
I think
How you feel about my accent?
your accent.
Yeah.
okay.
My
No,
English.
your accent's all right, but sometimes it's really hard to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Yeah,
quite a bit. I'm
I would
like,
agree.
if you talk fast or you ask me questions, I'm like, eh? I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, can you say that again, please?
I think it's pretty thick,
Okay.
but I feel like I don't know. Like there are sometimes I don't understand you. I think like she said, just when you like talk too fast, you get excited. But I kind of do that with everyone.
I do. Like words didn't exist in the real life. I talk like that words.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's impressive that you're able to speak English at all because knowing
Yeah.
2 languages is
Hard.
very
Yeah.
hard.
And I don't have like too much learning. I learn like I have 3 years learning
Yeah.
actually English. It's like
That's good.
I don't
though.
have like too much.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were talking about that the other day because I was saying Steph on our team, the freshman,
Yeah.
her English is like amazing for only being here for
Yeah.
like what it's
Nearly
been here
2
for, like-
semesters, nearly.
yeah, but like how well she speaks English is very
Yeah.
impressive.
It's so exciting when you see you really understand the language finally.
Yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
you know Jungkook from BTS,
Yeah.
one of the Instagram.
Uh-huh.
I really love him. He's like he's the best.
Mhm.
I like him music.
Mhm.
And the first time I understand English is one of him song.
Really?
I saw the song. I put it the song because he posted before he go to the military service.
Yeah.
And I was crying because I finally understand
understood.
one song of him.
Yeah, it's like relief.
It's like it's
it's like,
like
oh my gosh, like I actually like my
Yeah.
I can understand this.
it's so exciting. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So
English.
before done this episode, I have this word trivia. It's gonna be in the most of the episode. I'm gonna ask one to each guest, like each episode, and they have to answer the question.
It's whoever answers first, or is it like
Yeah,
Direct-
whoever.
oh, okay.
It's not going to be me.
Okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's both of you.
Okay.
Where is the world's largest desert? A. Greenland. B. Arizona. C. Egypt. D. Antarctica.
It's Greenland, so it's got to be one of the two. The top.
No. It's D, Antarctica, because it's technically a desert.
Yeah.
Boom.
I know a little bit of trivia.
Greenland.
Antarctica.
I thought she said desert. Dessert first. I was like, oh my. Greenland. I thought you meant like it's green and it's land.
But desert. Antarctica's a
Oh,
frozen
she
desert.
said desert. I thought you meant dessert. I'm so dumb. I'm done for today.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay, so thank you for being in this podcast, this
Cheers.
episode.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Cheers, big ears.
Bye, guys.
You're gonna
See you
be
next time. If we're invited.
Yeah, cheers.
No, I'm sure I'm gonna invite you guys again.
Oh, I appreciate
This
it.
is so
This was fun.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you,
is
Rosa.
fun.
Good
Yeah,
job.
cheers. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.